Hey friends, Neph here. Welcome to episode 27 of Let's Play Pokemon Yellow. We're still in Viridian City, ready to head west, on our way to the Indigo Plateau. I haven't really done anything since the last episode. Just heading west. Mankey that would not stand a chance against us at this point. I am surprised to see Blue here, because he was ready to take on the Elite Four when we were in Saffron. So not really sure what he's doing hanging around here. His levels far outdo ours at this point. And to be frank, it's only going to get worse for us from here if I don't take some precautions. Good experience from everything we fight here, though. And we could learn Ice Beam if I hadn't taught it Blizzard, but Blizzard is so much more powerful for being 90% accurate. Seems like it makes me feel guilty though, because Ice Beam is such a good move in Generation 1, or even now, really. Chansey can almost one-shot execute. And we're about to take on a Ninetales. Like I said before, Ninetales has a pretty good move pool, being able to inflict burn and confusion, as well as having pretty well-rounded stats. It's not bad. It's one of the more like mid-tier fire-type Pokemon. Although in Generation 1, if you're going to use a fire-type, it needs to pretty much be Charizard, Arcanine, or Moltres, but I don't believe in legendaries, and Arcanine, while he has really good base stats, just no. Fire-type's just not that great in Gen 1. One fire-type move is good enough for our team. Take out Cloyster the way we have, well, exactly the way we did last time. And then this is the last battle where he will only have a Kadabra. I'm guessing for the sake of balance, they didn't want to give him an Alakazam because that special stat would just devastate other teams. Especially considering he's level 50. Chansey has a decent special stat, but it's, 1, not as good as Kadabra's, but 2, there's a 13 level lead. So that hurt. But even Snorlax, who's doing a pretty good job tanking these hits, took a good chunk of damage there. Even though I used Earthquake, I should have gone with the Body Slam. It would have been more guaranteed because of the same type attack bonus. But here though, here's a good time to use Earthquake. I really wanted a Jolteon on this team, but did Blue just use a regular potion? Weird. Little late for that. But no, I really love Jolteon. I, in real life, have a Jolteon that's like 17 years old, and that's great, but realistically, it's a good offensive typing, and that's it. Defensively, it's not what you want to be using on your team. Especially with how shallow Jolteon's move pool is. Like, everyone has the same moveset on Jolteon. It's basically double kick, pin missile, thunder, and thunderbolt, or sometimes quick attack. Like, they change up that fourth move, but it's pretty much the same no matter what. Anyway, we beat Blue. Now we're just going through the badge checkpoint here. There's a couple items we can pick up. You can also encounter Pokemon here, but I don't care to do that right now. The only Pokemon I plan on catching before the Elite Four is Moltres, and I'm going to put it in storage basically immediately. But when it comes to legendaries, we gotta catch them. Now there's a hidden item here. There we go. It's a little difficult to get to because you can't stand on the square to get it. You just have to stand in place and face it. Alright. We're almost there though. I think that gives us 8 or 9 Ultra Balls that we'll be able to use on our attempt with Moltres here. Yes, we have the Volcano Badge. And a hidden full restore. That's pretty nice. Alright, so this is it for the badge checkpoint. We are at Victory Road. Now, my team is under-leveled, so even though I'm using a max repel, there are certain Pokemon that are level 44 here. So even if I have the highest level Pokemon in my party in front, I will still periodically get into random encounters. But that's okay. As soon as I hit, I think 45, I'll be in the clear. But that's also nice because it filters out all the riffraff if I decide to fight random battles. So first things first, I gotta do this little stone puzzle, or boulder. They are boulders. Move the boulder onto that there. That's a level. I realized I didn't put a high level Pokemon in the lead slot, so that was my mistake. But we got rid of the little roadblock. So now up here, you actually have to do this segment twice because you have to push the boulder, but you end up blocking off one to get the other. So I'm gonna get this, and then I'll have to come back to get the other one. And let's take on this trainer here. So there's a lot of trainers in here, and I can only imagine that obviously they've passed the badge checkpoint, so they are also decent trainers. But for them to be just hanging out in here, I'm guessing they just beat Giovanni as well. I don't know. Maybe they've had all their badges for months and they've been allowed back here. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense why there's so many trainers here to me. Or why Giovanni acts like he never gets beat if there's so many people hanging out in here. So I make a series of errors here because these trainers can use items. I was trying to conserve power points, and in the end all I did was make it take longer and take some minor burn damage. But it's okay. With Chansey we have soft-boiled. I have a full restore if it really comes down to it. Like, we're fine. So I left, came back. The boulder puzzle piece is put back, but the wall is not back. So I can just come up here and reactivate strength, and it'll be fine. I'll just get the other item now. And TM43 is, I think that one's Sky Attack. I don't know, I don't have the list up in front of me. Sky Attack is not good. It takes like 2 turns, but it's not like Fly where you're up in the air. I don't know, there's a reason I don't ever use it. And we got one more trainer on this floor before we say we're done with the first of the 3 floors here. There's whips everywhere, so many whips. And this trainer's shtick is he has, like basically all the starter Pokemon. But we'll get it. Like, we have pretty good type coverage, really. The only type that we can encounter that I don't have something super effective against is normal, because we don't have any fighting type moves. But to be quite honest, against a normal type, I would pretty much just send out Snorlax and call it good. Except for maybe Tauros. Tauros, I'd probably go with Executor and deal with him that way. Feels good to break out Alakazam. I feel like I haven't used him in a while. And after that fight, I remember that my repel went away. Okay. So we got another just real short boulder puzzle. And give it a push. We just need to cover that little button there. And then we'll be able to continue on. The final test. It sure is. And then we're going to take on trainers in their 60s. So, I'm going to have to do something about that. I don't know. We'll see what my levels look like when I get through this. Okay, so Snorlax hit 45 now, which basically means I don't think there's actually any random encounters above that. So we should be in the clear. Speed this up just a little bit. Okay. So there's a switch that we actually can't push yet. We need to, just like in the Seafoam Islands when we had to drop boulders down, I basically have to do the exact same thing to get a boulder to show up here that I can push over there. Body Slam is so good. And he switches into a Kadabra, which immediately falls to a Body Slam. But I know Snorlax isn't going to be able to OHKO a Hypno, so the plan is to get him asleep and go for the Leech Seed so that we can use it as the upper... Gosh, he just keeps waking up. So that we can use it to restore a little bit. And he just switches out, so it doesn't matter anyway. Eventually I just say forget it. Go for the offense. He just keeps switching. But when you're asleep, no matter how many turns you've been asleep already, if you switch out and back in, it resets that timer, so you could potentially be asleep for more than 5 total turns. So ultimately, Executor was just a waste of my time. Alright. I'll probably cut most of that out. Mostly just doing an inventory check. So we got time for at least one more fight. The trainers here, I actually like going against these guys because you're not guaranteed, like a bird keeper, you're not just gonna fight 4 birds. You know, like here we've got a normal type, and then it's followed up by a Golduck. Like that's totally different. Keeps you on your toes. Got whipped. Ah, thanks, buddy. You were in the right to be here too. Maybe, kinda. Alright, so I'll make this the last trainer. This seems like a good place to cut the video, so we could do the second half of the next one. So this is a juggler, but he only has 1 Pokemon, so he won't be swapping out on a whim like the last one was. Oh, and we get the paralysis, so we'll just finish it up with a headbutt. Next time, Moltres, and probably get out of here. See you in the next one.